Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Yoga for Trail Runners. Today we're going to work through some strength building poses, strength for the legs and the core. But before we begin and get into the physical poses, I'd just like to do a few minutes for some breathing to slow us down, bring us to the here and now, and kind of center us before we get started. So sitting in an easy cross-legged position, or with your legs out in front, or if it's more comfortable, to the side. I'd like you to relax the shoulders, relax the face, and get cozy and comfortable just so you can turn your awareness internally so that the outside world filters away for a moment. Maybe close the eyes, soften the face, soften the brow, all these places that we unconsciously hold tension. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, let the shoulders drop. Let's repeat this a few more times. Nice big inhale, filling the lungs. Exhale fully. 2 more breaths. Nice big inhale. Really feeling the body expand with the inhale and soften with the exhale. Last time. Nice big inhale and a full exhale. Drop the chin, slowly open the eyes, let the light come back in. Wiggle the shoulders, and then just come up so we can turn around and make our way to a tabletop position. So from here, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll just go through a few rounds of cat-cow to warm up the back. Starting with an inhale, let's breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, round the back like a cat. Dropping the head between the arms, feeling some space between the shoulder blades. From here, inhale, look forward, feeling the spine move in the opposite direction. Exhale, round the back like a cat. And inhale, look forward, taking the tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, push the floor away as you come into cat. And then inhale, drop the belly to the ground as you move through to cow. Good, last time. Maybe just slowly moving the shoulders from left to right in cat this time. And inhale through to cow. Good. Exhale, make your way back to a neutral spine. Sink the hips back and come to child's pose. Stretching the hands out along the mat as you sink the hips towards the heels. Just take a little side stretch by walking the hands over to the right side of the mat. Press them actively into the floor and draw that left hip away. Good, breathe in. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the other side. Feel the stretch over to the right hip through the right side body, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Walk the hands to the center, come up to tabletop. Just shake out the feet for a moment, wiggle them from side to side. Tap them on the mat, and then tuck the toes and slowly make your way to downward dog, pressing the hips up and away from the hands. Just stepping the feet back to give yourself space. Look for length through the spine, from the crown of the head through to the tailbone. Really press the hands into the mat as you draw those hips away from your hands. Keep a little micro bend in the hamstrings. We really want to avoid the spine kind of rounding. We want to think of the pelvis as dripping forward. And if the hamstrings are tight, it's going to pull on your pelvis. So don't be afraid to put a little bend in the knees. And then you can walk out the feet, just gently, gently stretching out the back of the leg. Don't worry about the heels touching the ground. And then we're going to walk slowly up to the top of the mat, maybe even kind of moving from side to side as you go. When you reach the top of the mat, slowly make your way up to standing, uncurling the spine one vertebrae at a time. And when you reach the top of the mat, do some shoulder rolls. You can place your fingers on the shoulders, or you can just hug the shoulders up and around, taking them backwards in a few circles. Good, and then bringing them forwards a few times. Good. Okay, shake out the arms. And then bring the hands to your heart center in a prayer position. Step the feet so the base of the big toe is touching and the ankles are about 1 inch apart. The second toe wants to be pointing straight forward. Stand up nice and tall, take a nice big inhale. Exhale fully. And then with your next big inhale, reach the arms and the hands up towards the sky. And then fold from the hips as you exhale and come into a forward bend. Again, keeping the hamstrings bent here, letting the head drop between the hands. Let's rise up to a halfway lift, crown of the head reaching forward. You can straighten out the legs here, using the quads for some support, but think mostly of lengthening the crown of the head away from the hips. We're looking for an L shape with the body. From here, exhale, fold in towards your legs, so tummy towards the thighs, drop the hands. Don't worry about where they come to at all. If you need to bend the knees again, that's fine. And then bend the knees deeply so you can place the hands on the ground around the feet. Let's step our right foot back into a plank. Into a low lunge. We're going to go to plank next. Just pivot forward and back for a second, just to warm up that left hip, warm up the back right foot a little. And now step into plank, engaging the core, pressing the floor actively away. Engage all the muscles in the back chain of the body that will help to really avoid collapsing into the arms, into the joints. Stay nice and strong. And then bend the knees, drop them to the ground, and lower yourself to the mat nice and slowly. Stretch out the feet behind you for the length in the spine, and then peel the front of your body up off the mat into a mini cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Lift the fingers up off the mat, give the fingers a wiggle, strengthening up the back. And then place the hands down, press yourself up off the mat. Counter pose in a quick child's pose, just taking a nice big inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale, make your way to downward dog. So lifting those hips high again, stepping the feet so they're about shoulder width apart, and just pedaling out the feet as feels good. So really listening to how your feet and your lower legs are feeling. You can kind of wiggle the feet from side to side, or you can just kind of keep gently paddling them, pressing one heel at a time, gently, gently towards the ground. So from here, we're going to look forward and step the right foot up between the hands. You're going to drop the left heel down at about 45 degrees, and then take the left arm up and over and come to warrior two. So this right knee is bent over the ankle, and our arms are stretched out parallel with the floor. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. So we really want to keep this right knee strong above the ankle, not going forward. Really press the feet actively into the ground. Keep that spine nice and tall and straight. Stretch the fingers out and look forward. So this is building strength and flexibility in the hips. It's a great pose to come to, and one that many people are familiar with. Warrior two in Sanskrit is known as Virabhadrasana 2. Looking forward, let's reverse the warrior. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Left hand can reach down the leg, or if you prefer, it can wrap around the back of the body. Whatever's comfortable. Looking for some opening through the right side of the body here. Take a nice couple of breaths. Breathing deeply. Good, and then come up and over. And let's bring our hands down to the floor. Step back into plank. Just spend a moment here to really focus on drawing the core in. So kind of zipping the navel up, squeezing it in towards the back of the body, pressing the floor actively away. Let's drop the knees and bend the arms straight back so you can lower yourself to the mat. Stretch the feet out on the ground behind you as you peel up a little bit more of the body, coming into cobra pose. And then lower yourself down, lift up and back, come into a child's pose again, just to counteract the back bend. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale fully. And then move slowly up to downward dog. So we're going to tuck the feet under, lift the hips high, and pedal the feet again nice and slowly. You could move from side to side. You can even roll the top of each foot over so you can press the feet into the floor. Look for length in the spine versus straight legs, because we want to really focus on that pelvis just dripping forward to help you get the length in the spine. Take a nice big inhale. Look forward and step the left foot up between your hands now. Drop the right heel down and come up to warrior two. I'm going to spin around so you can see. Again, keeping this leg strong and actively pressing into the floor by feeling the feet kind of really connecting to the mat. The outside edge of the back right foot is anchoring you, and you're going to look out over those left fingertips. To avoid building too much tension in the shoulders, let's lift them up and then actively let them go. Kind of let them feel heavy while the hands are still stretching out and the arms are long. Good. Let's reverse the warrior. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. The right arm can reach down the back leg or can wrap around the back of the waist. Again, keeping the legs nice and strong as you reach up and open up this left side waist. Good, nice big inhale. Exhale, come up and over. Let's come down to the floor, bringing the hands around the left foot. Step back to plank. Now we're just going to add in a couple of side planks to build some strength in the side body. Pivot the feet over, and you can stack them on the feet or you can scissor them for the side. We're going to lift the right arm up, press the floor away and engage the core and the glutes to help you keep those hips lifted. We don't want the hips to drop here, we want them to be actively lifting. Let's hold, reach through those fingertips, stretch the fingers wide, smile, it'll help, honest. Take a nice big inhale and sweep this right hand down. And let's roll straight over to the second side, lifting the right arm up. Again, the feet can be stacked, or you can scissor the feet, whatever feels good. You can also do this on the side with the knee on the floor. Reach through the left fingertips, press the right hand into the mat, take a nice big inhale, and then bring that left hand down, come to the mat, and let's sit back in child's pose, taking the knees wide. Place the forehead on the folded hands, relax the shoulders and take some nice breaths here. So a couple of nice deep belly breaths, really breathing in, feeling the body expand, and relaxing the shoulders, the face and the brow with the exhale. Good. Slowly lift yourself up, press the hands into the floor. And we're going to make our way up to standing and just do a quick sequence that I really loved coming back to build some extra strength in my legs and hips. Your core is also essential to building strength, so think of that as being part of your support system as you're going through this little phase, this little sequence. So we're going to step our right foot up in front of us about a stride length, and we're going to come into warrior three. So we're looking to make a capital T shape with the body. We're going to take our weight onto our right leg, find your balance, stretch the arms out to the side to help you, and then pivot over, again keeping a micro bend in that right knee. And don't be afraid of correcting yourself here, it's okay to fall. It might help if you bring your hands to your hips, you could bring your hands to heart center. Some people like stretch out here. There are lots of variations. What we're looking for is the position of the hips here, which is where your core comes in. We don't want this left hip to hike up. We want to think of it as being level with the right hip. If you want to keep the hands on the ground, that's also fine. What we're looking for is this strength in the right hip and a little bit of flexibility in the left. You can point or flex the toe. Reach the crown of the head forward and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For a little added bonus, see if you can slowly come up to standing, pivoting on that right leg and bring the left leg up and then place it down. Good, so it takes a little bit of concentration too. Let's try the other side, knowing that one side can be different to the other, and that's totally fine. Let's step the left foot forward. Find your balance, take your weight onto your left leg, take the hands out to the side to help, and then begin to pivot, into your T shape, stretching that right leg out behind you, and you can flex the toe, kicking the heel away if that feels good, or point. You can bring the hands into your heart center in prayer position, or stretch out through your fingertips. Again, keeping a micro bend in this left leg is going to help. Press the foot into the floor. Find your balance. We want this right hip to stay level, and we want to try and straighten out that back right leg as much as possible. So there's lots to think about. Find your balance, hold where you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly pivot up to standing, and for the bonus, see if you can reach that right leg up, hug the knee up, and then place it down onto the ground. Have a good shake out. Nice work. So the final stage that I'd like to add in is one of my favorite poses because it now opens up the hips. We've done the strength building in Warrior 3, and we'll add on to that in further classes. We're now going to do our half moon pose just to show you the opposite, if you like. So stepping the right foot forward. Actually, I'll go this way around so you can see. We're going to take our weight onto our right leg again, pivot forward, bend the right knee and place the right hand on the ground just in front of or slightly out to the side of the right foot. Kick the left heel away, open up that left hip. So really turn the foot and see if you can think of stacking the left hip on top of the right and float the right arm up to the sky. So you might really feel this in the left hip, but don't worry, if your leg's here, that's still good. You can still open up the hip. Really find a point on the ground in front of you to focus on. Let's try and hold for 5. Stretch out through the fingers. 4. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Bring the left knee, left hand down, foot to the floor. Slowly roll up to standing. Good. Have a little shake out, and we'll try the second side. So we're going to step that left foot forward. Find our balance once more. Lift that right leg up. Bring the left hand down to the ground. Bend the left knee and place the hand just for balance in front or slightly out to the side of the left foot. The right hand can come to the hip and flex the toes and then turn the toes out to the side and try to open up that hip. Sometimes it helps to do this pose against a wall so that you can try to peel your body back against the wall. You can keep the hand on the hip or float the right arm up to the sky. Kick out that right foot. Try to open the hip. Find a point to concentrate on to help you here. And let's hold, building strength. 5, 4, well done. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down with control. Right hand, right knee, right leg, right foot to the floor. And slowly make your way up to standing. Good. Have a little shake out. Have a drink of water. It's very warm here in Arizona. And then we're going to come down to the mat and work on a little bit of core strength. And a classic core building strength that many people will be familiar with in yoga is boat pose. So you're going to get comfortable on your sit bones and keep the spine long. I probably have said that a few times already and I can't say it enough. It helps you to breathe. And if in any yoga pose you find that your breathing gets too constricted, you need to kind of just soften a little bit. You should always be able to breathe freely in a yoga pose. So practice finding your balance just by rocking back on the sit bones, lifting the heart center, lifting the chin and looking straight forward. Just practice that a couple of times until you feel ready. Let's try one more time, rocking back, and then begin to lift the feet a little bit higher and take the arms out to the side. We want to think of bringing the shins to be parallel with the floor. You can see this is quite hard work for me today. You can also bring the hands to heart center. Keep lifted and let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Lower down, cross the right ankle over the left. Wrap the arms around the shins. Drop the forehead to the knees. Take a nice big breath. Feeling the back of the body expand here. Exhale fully. Let's try again. This time we're going to add in a couple of variations. So find your balance on your sit bones. Come up to your boat pose. For those of you with open hamstrings, you might be able to stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Here is also a great variation. We're going to bring our hands to heart center and we're going to practice lowering everything down, but draw the core in, and and we don't want to lose the length in the spine. So as soon as you feel yourself kind of slumping, come all the way up again. Let's do that 5 times. So we're really moving with control, lifting the knees up. So really lift from the heart center and look for that long, straight spine. See if you can do this 5 times. Nice and strong. Good. Move slowly with control. Good. Last time, I think I might have lost count. Come all the way up and cross the left ankle over the right now. Wrap the arms around the shin. Drop the head towards the knees and take a little squeeze here, just stretching out the back. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Good job. Let's release everything down to the mat now. So scooting forward to give yourself space. Lie down nice and slowly. Unhook the knees into the chest again. This time just massaging the lower back and the spine on the mat by rocking the knees from left to right. Drop the hands into the knees and do some circles. Good. Taking the knees around. Going in both directions just to open out the hips. And then hug the right knee into the chest. Stretch the left leg away and come into a spinal twist. Draw the left leg over and stretch the right arm out along the mat. Along the floor, look and turn to the right. Feeling a nice spinal twist. Good, then come back to center, hug the right knee in and switch sides. Let's stretch the right leg away, hug the left knee in. And twist by drawing the right knee across and look out over the left shoulder and the left arm. Feel the shoulders relaxing into the floor, take a nice twist. And then come back to center, hug that left knee in one more time. Bring the right knee up to join it and lift the forehead to the knees and draw yourself into a tiny, tiny ball. Maybe one little rock from side to side. Good, and then fully stretch out along the ground. Relaxing the feet, relaxing the arms, dropping the back of the hands to the floor, closing the eyes, and just relaxing fully against the ground for a few minutes here in Shavasana. Closing the eyes, letting the face soften, and feeling the ground supporting you fully. Scan down from the crown of the head down through the body, actively letting go of each muscle group. The shoulders, the back of the shoulders, the arms, the biceps, the triceps. Feel the weight in the back of the hands as they rest against the floor. Feel the back, the pelvis, resting against the floor, the back of the legs, the calves, the ankles and the feet. And let this wave of relaxation spread over the body as you move from work to rest, from active to passive, feeling even the eyes heavy in their socket, the tongue falling into the floor of the mouth. And just let this melt over the body, this wave of relaxation. And you're more than welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like to. But I'm going to guide you back to moving by wiggling the fingers and toes. Take a couple of nice big energizing inhales and exhales. And then stretch the fingers and toes, coming into a full body stretch with arms out behind you. Point and flex the toes. And then draw the knees in, bring the hands down and roll over onto your right hand side. From here, press your hands into the floor, come up to sitting. And just for the end of the class, bring our hands together in heart center in a prayer position. And let's be thankful for this time that we can practice yoga. Thankful for our bodies, be thankful for our breath. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, and bow. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.